Welcome back to our last week of our Spring into Health series. I feel like this time has just flown by. I hope that it's been helpful for you to see the impact that these small changes can make on overall health. One of my favorite quotes to share with my clients is that small hinges open wide doors. And I think that it's so easy for us to negate the small things we do on a daily basis that really add up and create the quality of our lives. So, my hope is that through this series, you have seen the impact that small changes, small upgrades can really make on your overall health. So, we're going to dive into our last week and we're going to talk about ditching the junk. So, I think a lot of times when we think about spring, we might think about spring cleaning, we might think about cleaning our houses, but I think it's also a great time to clean out our pantries, our cupboards, our fridge, our freezer. And if you're really looking at making healthy food changes, you need to get rid of the junk first. So I would encourage you to get a garbage bag and start tossing or donating if that feels better for you, what you can, what you're able to. And really, the first step is to throw away or donate all obviously unhealthy food, your chips, your cookies, your sodas, your junk foods, some of the things we've talked about previously that we're going to swap out. Go ahead and do that. The second step is learn how to read labels and figure out what to toss and what you want to keep. So, companies use low fat or no fat to make foods more appealing and to seem healthy, but that's really further from the truth. Again, in my Breaking Free from Sugar workshop, we talk about how when they take out the fat, they replace it with sugar. And we talked about sugar a few weeks ago, and we know the impact that that has on our overall health. So the third step is deciding on the more difficult items. So these might be things such as salad dressing, frozen foods, and other things that aren't excessively bad, but they maybe aren't the best choices either. So once you've done this overhaul of your kitchen, make a meal plan and stock your fridge and cupboards with foods that will keep you on track for your goals. So we tend to grab what's easy and accessible. We live in a fast-paced society where it's just easier to grab what's already ready. So if you keep the junk out and maybe spend a little bit of time preparing, maybe chop some fruits and vegetables on the weekend, maybe, make some trail mix and put it in baggies. Set yourself up for success so that you have healthy foods accessible. And if you keep the junk out, you're going to really find it easier, I think, to grab that and really stick to your goals. And so now that this time is coming to an end, I'd really be curious to hear what has resonated the most, what you've enjoyed, what maybe felt like a sticking point for you. If you want to schedule a complimentary coffee chat, I always offer those. I'll put the link in the show notes so you can schedule that. We can talk about maybe where you got stuck and how you can get unstuck. And I'm also going to include a guide here that'll be helpful for you that supplements this information. So be sure to look for that content in the show notes. But thank you so much. I hope the Spring into Health series has been helpful, and I will be back next week with some more juicy content to help you live a happy, healthy life. We'll talk to you then.